Larry, you're almost.
Hey guys, Congresswoman Cammack here. I am here in the office. It is about 10 after midnight, and I'm getting ready to head down to the House floor to vote. We got Madison still in the house. Maddie! So Maddie is still in the house. We still have the crew in the house. Josh and Larry. Say hey, guys. Hey. And I'm going to head down to the floor. And I just wanted to give you guys a brief update about what is going on. And just kind of break it down. And Josh is going to walk with me for a little bit at least. A little bit. But what's going on here? So you're probably seeing on the news about this business about the debt ceiling. So right now, I am headed down to the floor to cast my final vote for the night, and it's about midnight, a little after midnight, on the debt ceiling. The Democrats want to increase the debt ceiling by $2.5 trillion with no cuts, no changes, no plan, no budget. And that, to me, is one of the most egregious things that any member of Congress can do. They treat it like monopoly money, and it's not. So you're probably wondering, what is the difference between the debt ceiling and then you hear about government shutdowns? Well, the debt ceiling increase is to avoid a default, and it accounts for all prior authorizations and spending that has gone on up until that point. And it's to be able to service the interest on the debt. Well, keep in mind that the Democrats up to this point have spent about $6.75 trillion this year, right, Josh? And that doesn't even account for what they're trying to spend with the Build Back Broke bill, which is going to be roughly $4.7 trillion, close to $5 trillion. And so you have to think, these numbers don't really jive. And we're being told, elevator. And we're being told that this is going to kick us all the way into 2023, potentially. No one can actually really gauge how long this debt ceiling is going to hold for, especially with no cuts, no budget, no plan. And we all know that there are some very serious deep cuts that need to be made in terms of our spending. So as we talk about this whole thing, as we talk about this additional $2.5 trillion adding to the debt ceiling, which we are currently at $29 trillion in national debt, which is the equivalent of about $225,000 per taxpayer is what is owed. So is that fair to our kids and our grandkids? Absolutely not. And certainly not without a plan. So we're coming up on the Christmas season next week. I talk a lot about the best gift that we can give to our kids and our grandkids and future generations is people standing up and saying no. And what I'm doing tonight is I am going down to the House floor for the final time. We've had 3 vote series today of all kinds of garbage, and I'm going to be casting another hell no vote. So that's kind of what's going on. And I just wanted to really loop you guys in with what's happening, because tomorrow morning you're going to wake up and you're going to see headlines about the debt ceiling. And it's probably only going to last a few hours, because the whole debt ceiling issue, it's a very in the weeds type issue. But I can't stress the importance of it enough, because at the end of the day, the House of Representatives is charged with the purse strings. And this Democratic caucus, this president, they have not put a budget in place, haven't voted on a single appropriation bill, haven't done anything to cut spending. And I just can't imagine running a household or a business that way. We would all be bankrupt. But somehow government finds a way to manipulate the system to make us pay more so that they can continue to spend on projects that we don't need. It's wild. So just remember that you have an army up here fighting to really push back against the outrageous spending that's going on. And it's all political, really, at the end of the day. This number, this $2.5 trillion, the guess is that this is going to get us to right when Republicans take back the House, and then put us in a position where we're probably going to have to be voting on it as one of the very first votes that conservatives take. And that is going to be a really, really frustrating time. Hey, I'm good. I'm walking. How many are we left? Actually, I'll ride. So we're here in the tunnel, and I am probably one of the last ones to make it to the floor. So, hey, so I hope that explains the debt ceiling a little bit more for you guys. I can't take you on the House floor with me. Phones are not allowed on the House floor, but just know that, again, we're up here, we're fighting, and this is just more of the crazy disarray, just constant chaos that they are pushing. And we need to get very organized and very angry about what's happening, because, again, once again, in the dead of night, here we are, it's midnight, and we are casting votes that is $2.5 trillion worth of additional debt on the backs of our children and grandchildren. So I am going to be... And hey, Thomas Massey, my good friend.
Pat, how you doing?
Let me guess, you voted no.
I was no.
So we are headed up to the House floor. Like I said, I cannot take you guys with me. We'll see you, Miss Virginia. Good to see you. And hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you. Have a good one. And I will try to go in and answer questions, but got to get to the floor so I can answer, so I can cast my vote. It's going to be a hell no vote, as you guys know. And again, the more you know, the better we can advocate for better government and a better outcome. So I'll talk to you guys.